Cougar Nation, what is up? It is your host, Ben Bywater. We are back with BYUtv Sports Nation Game Day. I have today with me one of the boys. I respect the crap out of him since the day he showed up on BYU. I had the pleasure of lifting with him, the one and only Jack Kelly. Jack, I know you've been here just a little bit of time, but like I said earlier, I was able to lift with this cat. One of the strongest dudes I've ever met. I watched this guy squat 510 pounds 10 times. I'm talking like a car piston, down up, no belt, not even breaking a sweat. And like, that is hard to do, okay? I want you guys to know, like, that is extremely difficult. Jack, I want to know, like, just for my own curiosity, like, how'd you get so strong?
I would honestly say from BMX, pedaling that bike from 3 years old till I was 15, and all the training that comes with it is all legs. So I'd say BMX has a huge part to do with that.
Yeah, so like, that's like when I first met you, like I saw your Instagram, I was like, okay, this cat like races like BMX like pretty intensely. Like, did you ever want to pursue that professionally, or was it always football first?
Yeah, I did want to pursue that for sure. From the time I was 5, my dad was just looking for something to pass the time till I could play football, and then ended up taking it competitively, getting like some sponsorships and stuff. So then I stuck with that, and then once I hit high school, I decided it's time to try out football, and stuck with that since then.
Wait, so you only played football for like your sophomore year?
Yeah, I started like middle of my freshman year and then took it from there.
Let's talk about this week. We got Baylor on the schedule. I want to know, how do we bring kind of that Lavelle Edwards energy to Waco this Saturday?
I think Coach Ennis said something really well last week, is that we got to feed off of each other. So off the plays we make as a defense, offense, special teams, we all just got to feed off of each other and trust that one another is going to build energy, and then we're all just going to be able to feed off that the whole game.
It's so true. Like, making plays can just defeat the opposing crowd, and it can electrify your crowd. So I love that comment. I want to talk real quick, like, having played backer, like, it's hard to rush the passer, especially a guy like our size. Like, that's not easy to do, and this guy is so good at it. I'm curious, like, when you went to college, like at Weber, were you thinking, hey, I want to be like an edge rusher, or did that just happen?
It kind of just happened, honestly. I was getting recruited as a backer, but in high school I was mainly a tight end. Played a little bit of defense my senior year, but at the end of the day I ended up straining my hamstring at Weber, and they moved me down to edge so I didn't have to run as much, and that kind of started my career as an edge rusher and pass rushing. Saturday,
we're going into Waco. It is a early day, right? Like, I always thought I loved nighttime games because of the energy, but like, it's kind of nice. You play earlier in the day, you can kind of knock it out that night, maybe get some chips and salsa, watch some college football. But I always loved talking with the boys about how are you structuring the meals, because you don't want to be malnourished heading into the game, but you also don't want to be bloated, right? Like, there's that fine line. Are we getting just a little bagel, a croissant? Are we like some steak and eggs? Like, I want to know, it's a 10 a.m. game. How are you prepping earlier that day food-wise?
But me personally, I'm going to probably eat a big dinner and then maybe like a smoothie or something light, like a bagel, like you said, with some eggs, but just something light for sure.
And that's how you know the boy will not be slow on Saturday, okay? Zero bloating. The guy is going to be dialed. Jack Kelly, last question I have for you. Number 17, my boy. Number 17, I had number 2. I played with 2 in high school. Want to know, where does number 17 come from?
So my grandpa growing up, he raced sprint cars, and he always raced in number 17. So growing up, it was like kind of a family number. So then we stuck with it, and like me and my family have matching tattoos of 17. So it's kind of been a family number.
Want to talk about the JK17. That's kind of a trend nowadays, right? People add a little swag to the thigh pads. Obviously JK17 are the initials, but you know, walk us through that.
So when you go on the website, they have like all kinds of like jokers and different ones. I didn't want to be too flashy because my dad definitely does not like that. So I had to go something simple, just get the JK17, just so initials and number, like you said, and keep it basic, but also have a little swag to it.
Hey, last thing I'll say, just, you know, give us 10 years. Me and Jack Kelly will be racing Baja in Ensenada, Mexico, okay? We're playing football now, but don't be fooled. We will be racing Baja. Tune in, all right? But until then, Jack Kelly, this kid works hard, puts his head down. Yes, sir, no, sir type of cat. Nothing but love and respect. One of the best to do it. I've had a lot of agents hit me up about this cat. He's going to be in the NFL for a lot of years to come. Freaking love Jack Kelly. Cougar Nation, we are signing out. Love you guys. Until next week.